Siemens Thermal Monitoring System, or SEM3T, is a modular monitoring solution for thermal monitoring, real-time data, alarming notifications, historical logging or trending, and reporting. With a few simple steps, you can configure the system and gain insight across your enterprise. SEM3T can be configured using any browser, but it works best with Chrome. Just type in the SEM3T controller IP address. This video assumes that you have configured your computer to a static IP address so that it can communicate with the default IP address of SEM3T, which is 192.168.1.65. In this example, our computer's IP address has been set to 192.168.1.10. When the user attempts to log in to the SEM3T controller in a private network for the first time, there will be a security notice because of the HTTPS server usage. This is expected behavior because the private network's certificates have not been validated. Click the Advanced button to navigate further. The login screen opens. The default login credentials are admin and SEM3, all lowercase. This is the real-time screen. The real-time screen provides current temperature measurements, minimums, maximums, and total system measurements. The system has not been configured, so the thermal modules show NC, which means not configured. To begin configuring the SEM3T system, hover over Settings, then click on System Settings. Here you can configure a variety of items like the IP address, email, system time, web settings, system information, and temperature unit. It's highly recommended to set up the SEM3T controller time. The time can be synchronized to an NTP server or set manually. It's important to give the controller a device description. This ensures you're accessing the correct device. Under Temperature Unit, you can select the unit for temperature, either Celsius or Fahrenheit. When all the necessary parameters are entered into the System Settings screen, click Save. The green notification at the top of the screen indicates the configuration has been saved successfully. Hover over Settings and select Module Configuration. This screen shows the thermal modules currently connected to the controller. Scroll down to set up the thermal module configuration. In this example, we have 3 thermal modules available to be configured. To configure them, select by highlighting and click Select. Now the thermal modules show up in the Configured Modules section. If you make a mistake, just select the thermal module and click Refresh Selected. When the module configuration is complete, click Save. If the save is successful, you'll see the green notification at the top of the screen, and the module detection will update to show modules configured. Next, navigate to Branch Configuration by clicking Settings and selecting Branch Sensor Configuration. Here you can define a name for the configured modules and set up alarming if necessary. When a module is selected, the configuration menu will appear. For this example, we'll name our thermal modules Cable MCC Breaker, Lug Pads Incoming, and Power Vertical Bus. When the branch configuration is complete, click Save. The green notification at the top shows the settings have been saved successfully. Now navigate to the real-time screen to view measurements from the configured module. If you click on the thermal module number, all available measurements and set points for this module will be displayed on the right side of the screen. Thermal modules can be grouped together. To do this, click on Group. Click the Create Group radial button and move the modules from the Active Modules list to the Selected Modules list that are desired to be part of this group. Next, name the group. In this example, we'll name the group SWB1 and click Save. To edit a group, the Select Radial Group button should be selected. Then use the drop-down to select the group and press Edit. Next, we will look at logging. Hover over Logging, Data Log, and click on Create Data Log. This page allows the user to create a data log. Select the modules from the Active Modules section. Then pick and choose which data points need to be logged by moving them from the Data Points section to the Data to be Logged in section. Then we can configure the period, depth of the log, which will determine the duration of the log length, what to do when full, the unit, date format, log name, and emailing. Please note the emailing feature requires additional setup. If a log needs to be modified, hover over Logging, Data Log, and click on View Data Log. Here you can delete, download, disable, send if the email has been configured, or edit the log. Now let's download the log. It's in CSV format, which can be viewed in Excel or other applications. Now let's explore the dashboard page. Hover over the dashboard and click on the Module dashboard. Select a module or modules. Select Graph Type and Data Points, and click Plot Graph. The points selected are plotted below. SEM3T offers a feature of predicting the future temperature measurements. These are indicated by P, followed by the module name. You can access diagnostics by hovering over Tools, then clicking on Diagnostics. With this tool, you can verify the correct module type, provide Modbus addresses, download the Modbus map, download diagnostic logs, perform firmware updates, and upload certificates. Your SEM3T system is now configured and ready for use.